Welcome to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and this week I've got 6 budget bourbons that I like to keep on my shelf all the time, and they're all under $30. They're super enjoyable to drink, and you can find them pretty much at any local liquor store. They're awesome, and I'm really excited to tell you about them. All right, so I have these ordered from lowest proof to highest proof, not necessarily like my favorite one to my least favorite one, because these are all great to drink. So first off, I'm going to start with the Elijah Craig Single Barrel. Got that one right here. This one comes in at 94 proof. It's got some orange, vanilla, caramel notes right on the nose. It doesn't burn your nose hairs. It's not super hot on the nose. On the palate, it's a long oaky finish, a little bit of vanilla bean. It's not very, very complex, but it's still very, very enjoyable. I love this one. Drink this regularly. It is awesome. Again, this is the Elijah Craig Single Barrel. Next up, I've got the Old Forester 100. It comes in at 100 proof, hence the Old Forester 100 part. And holy moly, if you like banana bread, this one is perfect for you. I love banana nut bread, and this one tastes like you literally just baked banana nut bread in your kitchen. Well, that's what it smells like. But I mean, the palate is very similar to that. But let me go back to the nose on this one. So the nose on this one does have a smidge of ethanol to it, but if you can get past that, which I can easily get past, I can smell so much banana, a little bit of oak, a little bit of walnut. It's very sweet on the nose. And when you taste it, even sweeter. It's like just slicing a banana nut bread, got a little bit of the walnut in the taste, and then it kind of has like a finish that dies off a little bit, and a little bit of heat on the back end, but it is so good, so sweet. And I mean, at 100 proof, can you really go wrong? Pretty easy drinker, and it warms the soul. It is awesome. Old Forester 100, love this one, so good. Next up, got the Early Times Bottled and Bond. This one comes in at 100 proof, and wow, can you believe this? It comes in a liter, so you get way more bang for your buck. Forget that $7.50. I'm taking this one that's probably $25 for a whole liter. Amazing. And I will say this, at first I did not love this Early Times Bottled and Bond. Like the first time I tried it, I'm like, not so sure about it. But now I really enjoy it. This one has a little bit of ethanol on the nose, also some vanilla bean. So it's a little bit sweet, a little bit drier on the nose, but again, does not burn your nose hairs. And when you drink it, it's like a toasted, nut buttery sweetness, a warm, dry finish, but it is very enjoyable. You do get a little bit of that vanilla bean in, like when you taste it on the back end of the palate, but it is a nice, warm, enjoyable finish. And this is one I would suggest also. All right, next up, got the Cooper's Craft 100 to be exact. And this one is one of my favorites on my list of budget bourbons right here. And the reason, well, it's got a nose full of banana. And that makes sense because it is a Brown-Forman product, but it also has some of that like sweet corn to it. It's a very sweet nose. However, the palate is actually a little trickier than that. So the palate is some cinnamon, toasted oak, leathery. So you get some of that more complex, darker, like maybe some dried fruit to it. And it has this long, warm finish with a little bit of oiliness on the tongue. So I really enjoy this Cooper's Craft 100. It's great. And if you like a little bit of banana in your bourbon, this one is a great one to choose from. Gobble, 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 gobble. Time for the turkey. I'm a little bit weird, forget that. Forget what you just saw. You might be like scarred for life. I tried to gobble like a turkey. Either way, this might be my all-time favorite budget bourbon, Wild Turkey 101. It is an awesome bourbon, especially for the price point. Holy moly, it is a great price point. I mean, like $20 for this awesome bourbon? Yeah, you sold me at $20. Okay, so this one on the nose, it has this sweet nose of like caramel and vanilla, little bit of ethanol, but at 101 proof, not too bad. And then when you drink it, it's like an explosion of flavor. This has so much complexity for a $20 bourbon. You get vanilla, toasted oak, cinnamon, caramel. I mean, it's just the perfect amount of sweetness, a little bit of like cinnamony, red hot heat, and it just a nice finish. Not hot to drink. Really so good. Again, this is why it's probably my favorite. It's really, really enjoyable. My final budget bourbon, it's the granddaddy of them all. It's the OGD, the Old Granddad 114. Comes in at 114 proof, and it does not drink like 114 proof. This one drinks like it's a 90 proof. It's awesome, which is why it made my list. But on the nose on this one, you get some orange, like orange peel, caramel, vanilla, and maybe a little bit of menthol, like maybe like a spearmint. But then when you taste it, oh wow. It's like a red hot just exploded in your mouth. Like it's got this thick, long, warm finish.
That's what she said.
But really, it's got a nice, thick, long, warm finish. It's really, really enjoyable, like red hots, but not too sweet, like a fireball. This one's just like an enjoyable bourbon. So good, and I love this one. Old Granddad 114. Pretty good daddy right there. All right, so these are my 6 budget bourbons for this video. Every profile, like every taste profile is different. This might not be your taste profile. This is mine and it fits it to a T. These are awesome budget bourbons. They're all under $30. Again, we've got the Elijah Craig Single Barrel, the Old Forester 100, Early Times Bottled and Bond, the Cooper's Craft 100, the Wild Turkey 101, and the Old Granddad 114. So you'll probably notice I didn't include the Buffalo Trace, which is a popular favorite for many people, and I left it out because, well, all of these you can find, but sometimes you can't find Buffalo Trace in a liquor store. Some stores are allocating it, which is freaking insane, but it is what it is. So these are the 6 that I've chosen. Did I leave one out that you might like? Maybe? Okay. Well, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see what your favorite is. And as always, I really, really appreciate you watching and subscribing and liking this video. And I'll be back more with The Average Drinker.